Symphony of Warptorio Flesh, Warp Zone 64. And yeah, it's pretty chill. We're playing some Factorio, we've got some Warptorio 2 mod, we've got some Armored Biters and some Nightfall. It's pretty chill at this point. We're like an hour and a half and a bit into Warp Zone 64, so we're mostly pretty set up. And we're pretty much just hanging out with our giant interdimensional space tentacle friend. Yeah, we've built a base on the tentacle, like a three-dimensional wristwatch on a tentacle that wears wristwatches or something. We've got, yeah, at this point, we've got the harvesters down in places that are hopefully intercepting attacks. Like we chose this copper patch over, say, this copper patch on the hope that it intercepts some of these attacks coming around here, and maybe it does, because the harvesters, I mean, yeah, they're mining, and yeah, the ore is going back, and yeah, we're processing stuff with it, but they're also quite a good weapons platform that we can just put somewhere, so we have. And then we've got these other kind of defensive formations. These ones don't have any power, but they have oil and flamethrowers and are probably doing something useful, who knows. This one has power because it also has pump jacks, and so we were fueling these flamethrowers with oil that we dug out from this patch. And these are boxes of wood that I left here. They're not Warptorio loot boxes. And yeah, I think I was trying to find positions that were good for, like, I was wondering about this one and building like a bunker here using this oil. Maybe this one, like maybe a bunker down here, something, whatever. Overall it's pretty fine, and we're pretty much hanging out. And yeah, this train looked like it was kind of empty before, but the way it works is these cargo wagons, like this central wagon here, automatically teleports the ore downstairs, because that's how it works. And this train is on a full to empty schedule, so it's actually going, I mean, this we'll see this have problems in a bit, because that buffer downstairs is now full. And yeah, the space tentacle is like, is it time to destroy this universe yet? And we're like, we're kind of still having a good time. We're collecting resources from it. This train is doing a kind of similar thing, except yeah, kind of didn't see it there. It's alternate. Is it actually alternating? Did I mess around with other stuff? I did. Let's put it back to alternating. Yeah, so there's an iron mine and a copper mine and this kind of disastrous track and this kind of loop. And yeah, let's actually show. This is kind of what I wanted to do with the trains. I will probably see some of the stuff disappear downstairs, but because the trains unload even when they're moving, this train never stops. It just goes from one place to the other. When the wagons pass over this crossroads, the ore teleports downstairs. The buffers are full downstairs at the moment, which also means that one of those wagons, like the rear wagons, didn't teleport their stuff, which is also why the wagons are like split inventories per wagon rather than one wagon of iron and another of copper. And it's also why, yeah, this train station over here, so this one was the one this loop I was using previously, and then I could run one rail line to a thing, and then yeah, messing this around, I was just like, sure, I'm just going to slap two of these in here, it's probably fine. And yeah, hanging out, collecting resources. And yeah, Space Tentacle was like, hey, if we're not going to destroy this universe yet, remember that time that you built all those spiders that you quite liked, and then we figured out how to make these smaller spiders that are even fancier, and are the warp striders, and have bigger inventories, and just, I don't know if they're faster or they just have more legs, but they've got like a lot of lasers. We've got a couple of these things now. The Space Tentacle is like, should we just, if we're hanging out here to collect resources and we're doing research, oh, you haven't talked about doing research yet, should we just keep building these spiders? I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Or let's keep stabilizing, because that's the thing we could just keep doing as well. So these spiders are pretty good. Is there, I mean, these guys are pretty much handled probably by this thing. Attacks from here are probably handled, so let's send some of these spiders down this way to attack these guys, and then some of these spiders this way to attack these guys, because I am still getting attacks in here. And yeah, these guys are pretty effective. They're also super fast, so they hardly ever get hit by spitters. And yeah, they've got a couple of shields. They don't have any roboports because I don't want the bots in roboports trying to like go and repair things during combat, because that's a great way to lose bots. Oh, what's that? That's a loot box of actually a thing. So let's, if we do that, can we see? We can't actually see it from the map. Oh, there's a couple of loot boxes around here, with not hugely useful stuff. But I think we're probably still going to go and grab them. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, so these are just combat spiders. I think the other spiders that we want to build will be some build spiders, because build spider is definitely going to be a useful thing. Are we edging towards... So we're not actually... Yeah, we're still... I saw that we were making a decent proportion of bigs, but none of those bases actually lasted long enough for me to see whether... Like, how close... Can we get... 0.88. Okay, so we're close to Behemoths. We're going to get Behemoths soon. That's fine. Let's pull these spiders back. Let's have these spiders deal with this stuff down here just because we can. And yeah, we're not really even worried about giving away like the amount of stuff you need to do to get from evolution 0.88 to 0.9 is like pretty significant, and destroying this number of bases just isn't going to do that. It's going to be the platform pollution that is going to be the main driver of how this evolution goes, unless we're going to start like really going and destroying large chunks of bases long way away. But stuff like this is still like whatever, those are just going to make us safer. So yeah, so it's pretty chill. Yeah, these guys don't have repair packs, but we can just bring them back to the platform, and then the platform will just repair stuff. And then this train is also, yeah, we might have one of the other issues of that. Okay, we'll look at that train later. That train also has some other issues. Sometimes stuff just doesn't work. But yeah, those spiders are pretty hard to make. We need spidertrons, we need silos, we need satellites, we need power armor. Unfortunately, we have a lot of those things in chests over here. So let's grab 7, 8, and then I think we still have another 8, so we can make another one, and then... that did not make it easy to assess how many of these things I've got. Oh, I guess I'll just bounce over the box. 16. So I've still got enough for another 2 satellites there. We needed a rocket solo, we needed some artillery, and we've got only 7 spidertrons here, so we need another spidertron, which means we need rocket launchers. Didn't I have rocket launchers? Rocket launchers also here, yeah. Yeah, efficiency modules, low density structures, rocket control units, and then we can put ourselves together. I was going to say we can put ourselves together a build spider. We're going to need some of this stuff. That one probably should just get repaired and just go into a network. Yeah, we'll get a decent... Yeah, so we've now got probably stuff we need to build and outfit that spider if we get a couple of efficiency modules. So I guess we go downstairs and talk about things that are different down here, if I can not get stuck on this stuff. Cool, because a couple of things changed. Yeah, we've got all the science we need. That science is ticking over pretty nice. That's a thing we can talk about. Down here, we extended these red chips because I just needed more red chips. This changed, so now we've got 5 stacks of each of these things being built. Actually, I don't need to unbalance these things anymore. I had more of one than the other, and now we have the same number of each of those, more or less, and so we could just pull 5 stacks out. We've got, yeah, this other line of green chips coming from this other place. Oh, we're actually short on acid. Super interesting. I am not entirely surprising, I guess. And then over here is the modules car. Yeah, give me some of these green modules, because we will need those green modules. And then, yeah, a lot of chips that we're just kind of going, hey, here I've got some blue chips, just get in the car. You guys can just module upgrade and put things back in the car, and it's fine. I've also got more blue chips over here. So many things. And then, yeah, this is the train that looked like it was empty when the episode started that is pushing coal through here that gets buffered. So we've got really like 8 chests worth of coal, even if the train is stuck, so it's fine. And then also another 6 chests of plastic buffered, making plastic with crazy productivity, which was also another thing we need to talk about. And then also some of that plastic is turning up over here, because I was like, hey, I've got copper over here, I've got plastic here, I've got a space here that I could just smash something else in, and so we've got this kind of temporary blue chips build that doesn't... One of the beacons somehow lost a couple of modules, so let's just slap in so many modules there. And then, yeah, this other copper iron line is just making a bunch of green chips that we're just hand delivering to... I mean, it's going to other places as well. These were also just, if I've got the rest of the stuff spare, I can just like hand deliver the stuff around here. And also, what else am I doing? Because all the science is pretty much built, and we're still just having... I've got a lot of wood that I don't really need. Yeah, this is... Yeah, there's always a lot of bunkers to move around, and things to build and not to build, and things to pack up, and then remembering to stabilize, and then going to a new place and all that kind of stuff. And one of the big changes... Actually, let's go and get the things we need to kick off this warp spider construction, because we need, yeah, rocket control units, and some LDS, and then we can have a warp spider. And then if we make... can we get... Yeah, we just need more rocket launchers. And then we could also get... If I take another... We can also keep making spiders, because I don't think I'm done making spiders yet. I mean, that's one of the interesting parts to talk about the lore as well. But yeah, we'll get this build spider into the queue. We can have another one of these. We can get... Oh, we're not making us use, I hope. We are not making us use. That's good. More of these. Yeah, let's get another stack of that, and this spider. So yeah, so we've got some spiders in queues. We've got all of these things that need to just be, yeah, moved over here. That's probably fine. Yeah, inventory is still a mess. Inventory is going to keep being a mess. I don't think I need these 2 artillery turrets. We're not really doing anything with artillery turrets. Oh, I'm down to 1 portable fusion reactor. So I mean, we definitely need more than that. So we're just going to take this, and that's going to take us up to 3 portable fusion reactors, which I think is the number that I want for this build spider. But yeah, the other big thing to talk about is this. There's now some new modules in this warp beacon. Like, I think last time we kicked through a lot of tech. Actually, let's talk about the tech first. We are almost completely done with tech. We've got these gigafloors, which I don't think I'm going to bother with, because I'm not even using the space that I have, and also this beacon isn't going to hit any more of it, and downstairs the substation isn't going to hit any more of it, so it's going to be a very normal base, which is less fun than being able to do this crazy beacon things, which we are still in the middle of a tangent about, while we are tangenting off to science instead. Yeah, we did some mining productivity, which is... Yeah, the 10k version. We're doing some energy weapons. Actually, do the... Yeah, let's swap those around so we can... no, I misread that. We actually are not anywhere near... Yeah, we have... Isn't that telling me that we have nearly finished that science? Yes. Yeah, so I did read that. And then this is 7. Yeah, okay, sure. And then we've also kicked through the 8,000 variation of some of these. We got some more robot speed. We've launched a lot of rockets, and we're currently doing the... Well, other than this distraction for mining productivity, we're doing the 16,000 variation of the laser damage weapons, and then the only other Warptorio... Like, there's the floor space things, which we were not going to really need. This warp loader is also mostly done, also costs another 10,000, and we've also got a pile of tech just sitting here that we're not really using it. Like, we've launched a lot of rockets now. We've had a good time just sitting around, just making all of these things work. And a big reason why we've got so much stuff in every way now are these modules that we wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, because the reason we were going into the tech thing is there were a couple of techs that we did last time that we didn't really even look at. The Warptorio homeworld, which we're going to talk about later because that's not a thing I've done with yet. I still haven't pressed most of these buttons. These warp modules were a thing we unlocked last time, didn't get around to building, and then now that we've been kind of stable in a place for an hour and a half, we're like, yeah, we should be getting these because they're kind of a big deal. There's a new kind of roboport that I haven't really done anything with yet either. Oh well. There's this Warptorio toolbar. I've got buttons up here that I haven't even pressed yet, like settle, tools, and we're not going to worry about those yet. We've got spiders to build, but we've also got these warp modules to build, because previously we had speed modules in here and productivity, so that we could have all of these, so we could get good productivity out of these things, but also not sacrifice the throughput. And then once we came across these warp modules, they give us speed and productivity. So this beacon is now up to 100% productivity, which is crazy. We've got labs at 120% productivity, and these warp module beacons give us less speed than one speed beacon, so I think we want one more warp module here. But yeah, kind of crazy, and also why I don't really mind being out of uranium. And also Kovrix seems to be doing some weird things when I've got 100% productivity, but also whatever. So yeah, I've been reprocessing fuel because I thought I needed the uranium, but also these chests are full, these chests are full. We've got all the bullets and all the uranium we want. We've also got all the fuel we want. It's fine. Let's see if we've got the things we need to 48, okay. Then let's get some more of these. And can we have another warp beacon? We need low density structure again. Okay, that's fine. Let's take all of the blue chips, because I would also like to be just making more fusion cores, because we're going to need fusion for a lot of stuff. Grab one of these. Yeah, another warp beacon. And then how many of these can I have? 7. That's fine. Okay, so we're handcrafting a bunch of stuff. It's pretty silly, but probably fine. Do we actually have... No, we're still working on the flamethrowers. Reasons why I don't think I'm going to bother with the gigafloor stuff is this beacon only goes so far, and also this crazy productivity is only good in the range of this beacon, which means if I built something somewhere else on these gigafloors, they would be very normal factories. But the other thing I was just thinking about is, because I think that's also why the RCUs and the LDS have backed up to the extent that they have, because they're all now getting made with speed and productivity bonuses. The rocket fuel isn't. The rocket fuel we did extend, but it's just over here. Did I have other robots? Where are the other spiders? Oh, okay, we've got both teams of spiders over here. Okay, fine. We extended the rocket fuel, but the thing I was just thinking about is I think we can actually build rocket fuel downstairs, and that will result in 1, a smaller build, and 2, a lot more productivity on the rocket fuel, and all of that sounds like stuff I like. So let's... What are you circuit conditioned to? The circuit condition goes that far, and that's it. Maybe I used to be controlling a pump based on one of these tanks. Oh no, I used to have a pump here. I used to be pumping into, or whatever. It's fine. We've got enough of this stuff now. We're going to have a decent kind of buffer of this stuff. It's still... Yeah, walls getting destroyed is fine. We've got like multiple layers of walls on here. These flamethrowers have a couple of tanks. These... Oh, I was going to put one of those down here, wasn't I? But then we pushed that base instead, so it's probably fine. And then these guys are getting attacked. Yeah, things I wanted to send warp spiders to go and do. But if we have... Yeah, so we're tanking the light oil there, because the thing that just struck me is can I have light oil? I mean, I don't need any of these guys there anymore. That's kind of annoying. Can I have the light oil go downstairs through this tower? Especially as now this platform is big enough that this is always going to be connected, and I've just got permanent defenses here that are like completely up to the task of keeping this area secure. Can we have... Yeah, can we just go and build some more rocket fuel? This wasn't necessarily what I was planning on doing, but also whatever, because I mean it's still we're just hanging out with our warp tentacle friend, just going, hey, we got some spiders that we like. Oh yeah, then did also, yeah, these guys had run dry on their starter patch mining. Why are you not? You're not... Okay, yes, so let's also take these red chips out of here, because if there's too many red chips in here, then these inserters decide we've got enough red chips, and so we stop making red chips. And I would rather have, as it turns out, more red chips, because we kind of want to keep just putting... yeah, so we've got some speed modules also we can throw in here. Yeah, and then we also need blue chips, and that's also kind of why I wanted these red chips, because we can just put more red chips over here, and then also we've got this other source of blue chips. Let's have one of these making speed modules. Yeah, so we are like 3 layers of distraction deep at the moment. Let's not do that. Let's see if we can jam some of these guys in here, and then also jam some of these guys in here, so that we have, hey, enough space, but not for the efficiency modules. So I guess you can have all of those. And there's probably still space in the car to make everything can fit. Whatever. Do you have things that... Yes, and then you can also just go back in here, I guess. Cannot reach. Okay, Belt will take care of it for me. Yeah, we are like 3 levels of distraction deep. We were going to go and set up some starter mining for these guys. We should probably... I mean, we should probably turn rocket fuel back on again, but also we're not sad about space science, so I reckon we're probably going to go and do this starter mining thing first, especially as it is just here in this case. So... that's going to be more than we need. Because we are getting a lot of productivity out of these now. In fact, we can probably get rid of these ones, and get rid of these ones, and then just go upgrade all of this. Do that, connect these here, run this out with normal poles so that I can deletion plan all of this later and not take out the decent sized poles that are powering the lasers. And now we've got... we're going to get there? We're not quite going to get there. Yeah, this red belt of stuff, which we can direct... I mean, do we need... Maybe we need some coal for this as well? Let's go... okay, that's not going to fit there. Things that are disappointing. Yeah, whatever. We're going to make a mess. I mean, this is probably all stuff that we are... unpacking later again anyway. I mean, we could possibly even also just do this with another train setup over here in the same way that we're doing it with a train setup over here. We just haven't yet. So this guy's getting... Yeah, there's a bit of coal there, isn't there? I think I would also like more coal. But these belts are probably both full. Is that true? I've got all the solid fuel I just picked up from moving the rocket fuel around. This is all cleverly planned, isn't it? Where do these guys... This guy only pulls out coal, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, yeah, we're going to do that. It's going to be fine. We're not even going to worry about it. Oh, wait. This is not a stack filter inserter, which means we can actually set... Yeah, that's fine. We've got no defenses there at the moment, but we can, in fact, have that... let's do it with these power poles, because then it's going to be easier to delete later. Sure, defense. Let's pretend that that's fine, and then let's go back to thinking about how are we getting... Yeah, how are we going to make rocket fuel downstairs? I think I deleted most of those myself. Yeah, so if we've got... And I think we can go back to a 1 to 2 pattern here, can't we? Because if we're doing solid fuel and then rocket fuel, we are still... The warp spider is still working its way through the queue, so, you know, whatever. I think we can do a 1 to 2 pattern here, but... in fact, we could probably still do these because we've got some obscene hand size boosts. Because this arrangement we can still just do like so. And I think we can go back to a 1 to 2, and I think we can even get... I want a bunch of Speed 1 modules. Yeah, a bunch of Speed 1 modules. And then... Yeah, these guys definitely get through the upgrades pretty nicely, which is important because we need the upgrades for a lot of things. We're just going to give all these things speed modules, because we don't need the productivity, because we're getting productivity straight up for free from the beacon. And then I think also if we do this plan, can we fit speed 3s, speed 2s? Okay, let's have some speed 2s here and here, which I think now means we can fit... This is also now a tiling rocket fuel pattern, which I like. So let's also figure out where these power poles can go, because we've got to kind of get power to all those things as well. Yeah, I think we're pretty happy with that. I think we're going to take this and we're going to put it here, and this is going to go back in, and this one is the one with light oil, which is a bit of a shame. Can we move that? I would have to redo pipes, but they're kind of already at maximum extension, so that would be a bit of a shame. Oh no, we can make this worse. Yeah, we're absolutely going to do that. We are going to have a pump here, and then we're going to run this underground. Can we squeeze through here? We can. So we're not going to have a solid connection there, or even a pump out of this, because that will let us run through here if we need to, so that's fine. Power here, power here. We need more modules. But this is... How much is this? Or I guess the question is... How much is this relative to... The LDS is also going to other places, so let's check this against the RCUs. 2.53, so about 5.5. Twice here, so about 11. About 14.5 with more productivity because RCUs. Yeah, and then over here we've got things that aren't beaconed yet. So let's go and get the modules from the car, which is the cool place where all the modules like to live. And we are on 3.3... what, 7? Okay, so we've built this much. This much is about... all the productivity differences as well, though, because this is 100% productivity because of the beacon, whereas the RCUs are... So I reckon this actually balances pretty closely to the amount we've got coming out of the RC... Yeah, I think this more or less balances, or at least this much, balances RCU construction for rockets, which is not even a thing we are currently blocked on. But we are getting... Yeah, so all of this is doing what it needs to. These stuff is fueled, that's fine. Oh yeah, and the other change that happened is these all turned into active provider chests and requester chest. I think there was one of these loader techs that I was thinking about and wondering whether or not it would break anything, that I can't even find now. Is it Warp Platform Logistics 4? Is this the last one? It's the one before the... Yeah, this other weird other loader tech that I think just gives me a recipe, so shouldn't break anything in the base. Yeah, one of the things that happened is these still turned into active providers, which could be more of a problem if I had logistic spots anywhere. As it is, I just don't have logistic spots anywhere, so So it kind of didn't even matter. Like nothing here changed. I didn't, yeah, like it didn't void all of these. Oh, we've still got to get these to the silo, don't we? That's pretty silly. And then I think all of these ones around here were the larger problem, because they were coming back, and we've got, you know, 2,500 stone in an active provider chest, and then we've got storage chests over here that we would rather not get messed up by that. And turns out, oh, there's modules over here. We kind of want these modules. Turns out that works completely fine, because I just didn't even ever give anyone any logistic spots. Like, I don't even think we built logistic spots. Oh, grenades are probably a thing worth having. So yeah, so that's a change that happened, but it's also fine. And then some of these are complaining. I mean, this was the other thing I was thinking about. Like, it struck me that was the other way that I could solve this problem, is that these roboports around the outside of this platform don't actually touch these chests at all with their logistics range. So I could have even got rid of these ones in the middle and just had the roboports around the outside and not worried about these chests being active provider stuff. But it's also just completely fine. Yeah, it's fine. Do we have... Oh, there are some holes on the iron side of that, which I like, because it means we can get... We don't even need to do that with... Don't need to delete those. We can just go like, here's... There we go. So now we're going to put some coal here. We're going to get 1 miner's worth of coal. It's not going to work because we put it in the wrong place. So let's do that better. No, I did get it in the right place, didn't I? I thought it was on the far side of the belt. It's not. So there should now also be occasionally bits of coal turning up in here. Yeah, so we've got some small amount of coal, which is going to help work on those buffers as well. We've got part of a rocket fuel solution, but not really a whole rocket fuel solution. We are making it... How are we getting this out? We are making this with productivity bonuses now, which is nice. We should actually take it to the silo so that we can keep launching rockets. And that nearly fits super well. Are we going to buffer this stuff? I think we're just going to buffer this on the belt and then in these 2 chests. I don't think we're actually going to worry about stuff like that at all. And then, yeah, this is still running. I mean, the downside is we have now prioritized... Is that true? I don't think it's necessarily true. I think if we do light oil greater than 5,000, let's do 15,000. So we are going to have no, we've put so many tanks around the place that is going to be a much larger buffer than we need. Yeah. So we are only cracking light oil if we have a surplus in a tank. And we also have a bunch of other tanks around the place for huge amounts of buffers that we can use to move to defensive positions or harvesters or things like that. And then we're also pumping a bunch of light oil downstairs to get productivity bonuses on rocket fuel for rockets, which is exciting. And now we've got all this rocket fuel, turning it into rockets. That's fine. This timing has worked out pretty well. We are now working on the last of these warp modules. Let's go and set up one of these warp spiders. Where is this going on my hotbar? I don't think I'm gonna need to put offshore pumps anywhere at this point. So let's make this spider. Let's make the spider fully green. With a little bit of blue, so it's weird. Yeah, so we've got a warp spider. It's kinda slow. It's not got much in it. We're taking damage somewhere, which is, I mean, entirely the plan. This is entirely the plan we are addressing, because we want to get to the grid, and then we want to throw in... I think these things can still... We're still going to do... Yeah, like the existing setup was 3 fusion reactors, 4 legs, 6 lasers. These are not going... The build spiders are not going to need that. But I think we can do 3, and then... batteries... And then we're going to give it 4. Yeah, this window is not super useful. And then... Yeah, so it's got It's still got way more power than it needs. They're not quite as fast as the combat spiders. They've got 4 personal roboports, which is huge. They have fewer lasers, but also we don't want these in combat because one of the things these are going to get in the trunk is we're going to give this thing a bunch of repair packs. We're going to give it walls. We're going to give it other stuff as well, but just kind of not yet. Because we're gonna we've got a space here to put another built spider when we get around to it. But where was it this wall that was taking damage? So we can just wander up there and have, like, we don't need to go there ourselves anymore. The build spiders can just wander up here during the daytime because nightfall is kind of weird like that. I suspect though that I won't be able to. Yeah, I can't do drive-by repairs with these spiders because these spiders are already too fast. But we can just, like send the spider down here. Hopefully not forget about it by nighttime. But yeah, so what do we need to? Oh yeah, so we need to go back and put the. I've got the teleporter. Oh, and I've got some pith moths now, so that's exciting. And we're now making more rocket fuel. So. Yeah, this is the same like train mining pattern we're using for all of these things. I think I wanted more warp accumulators as well. But yeah, our oil stocks are pretty low. I kind of wanted to be going in the other direction to build the other section elsewhere. Like there was another bunker I wanted to put in the south. But also we're kind of just fine here at the moment. Like we are just. Oh, I gave away all my repair packs. Not necessarily a bad move, but that's okay. One of these, is it? That is in fact not the case. I thought I had left that power pole in a place. If it's here, I thought I had left that power pole in a place that would have told me where I needed to put the teleporter back. So yeah, so we're caching a small amount of oil. We're also just processing a bunch of oil. Yeah, then I wanted more repair packs, so let's go and 800. So let's match that with yeah, let's make another 400 repair packs because you know they'll be useful. So we've made all the flamethrower turrets. You guys have stopped because you don't have any more big module ones. So let's give you a pile of module ones, and let's give you. Why have you stopped? I know why you've stopped. You've stopped because this thing is all iron, which is one of the ways that can go wrong. Because this train is kind of silly. So let's just take out the iron one and just go like backwards and forwards between the... Is that true? That's not true at all. We don't want to do that. We want to do... We'll keep this time past thing going. But we will... Yeah, that's what these boxes here are for, is that quite often this gets messed up in a way that we're just like, you know, whatever. And then we can just unbuffer these in a different way. And then we'll get some amount of... Yeah, okay, we're still going to... I know, yeah, the copper we get from the train will just take precedence here. As in, yeah, the iron ore we get out of the train will take... We'll only use this stuff when... Does that mean that this is... Why is that steel stopped? Oh, that steel is stopped because purple science is full. Because we're doing military tech. That makes some degree of sense. And yeah, now we're depositing even amounts of iron and... but that's also going to be a problem because all of these are backed up, so we're not actually going to be pulling this iron out. Yeah, things that are fine. What were we distracted from doing this time? We did put the starter mining down. Oh yeah, that's right. I was handcrafting repair packs, and then I was also going to run across the train tracks because it's fine, and then also think about crafting more Spidertrons because we've got 4, and we need... yeah, in that case, Build Spider needs to not be at that wall, because I might be throwing, yeah, I might be throwing bots and repair packs into a wall that I don't actually want to repair yet. So you guys, Like, I don't want to repair stuff during the night because I can lose bots to spit and stuff like that, which is kind of silly. I want to repair things during the day, and then I want more of these things so we can have more fusion reactors, of which we are probably getting these things as well. Yeah, more fusion reactors. A lot of LDS that I don't necessarily want. Spider stuff was... got lots of legs, got lots of these, so I guess it probably is just the modules and things like that, of which we don't actually have. Yeah, we need to move some stuff around again. Cool. Rocket launchers and RCUs, that's the thing that we needed. And then I was trying to get... was I trying to get red chips, or was I trying to get blue chips? I've got both of them. Red chips was what we needed over here. So you are going to be fine for a while, just doing all your upgrade stuff. And then we need... did I give back? Yeah, I was doing some of those upgrades myself, wasn't I? Because this was silly. And then a couple of RCUs. 2 more spiders. Yeah, get some of these. Another spider. And what else do we need? We actually back to needing exoskeletons. Okay, so that's going to keep most of this happy for a while-ish, I guess. I don't really want the solid fuel in my infantry, but at some point these guys will require solid fuel. In that case, we're just going to use one of these inserters. And then, yeah, well, we don't even have that much of this. Oh, well. Sure, whatever. Let's pretend that... yeah, you're just going to get more coal. I'm sure everything is fine. All that coal is going downstairs, so it's in the buffer. And what were we doing? We did the starter mining. Oh, yeah, we wanted to get... yeah, we left another car over there. Cool. That's not where I wanted to go. That's not where I wanted to go either. Good job. Did we actually put the... oh, we haven't actually put the... yeah, cool. Remembering all the things we were going to do. Good job. So that can go there. We go back through the teleporter. I'm repairing all these walls because, you know, may as well. Are these empty yet? Yes. Because that's the other thing I was kind of waiting for, is these to empty out. So that I could take the teleporter back. Should be stabilizing. And yeah, we're doing some of these module upgrades ourselves. Oh no, we're doing RCUs ourselves. That is a thing that I'm less happy about. I'm only getting a decent amount of death moths now as well, which is completely fine. Because I also have a bunch of lasers in my suit. How do I get... is this even the good way to be going? Can we even get past here? We can, so we don't have to cliff explosive it. Good. I just want to nip back here quickly, because I noticed that I was making RCUs, and I don't really... can we do that without dropping everything? Yes, good. I don't really want to make RCUs myself. So let's go and put that spider back in the queue, and then put these RCUs back over here, and then, yeah, then we go back through the teleporter. That was all we were doing. We were just not handcrafting. Do I have walls? I do not have walls. Unfortunate, because we kind of need walls for this plan. If we don't have walls, then we should probably get one or both wings of spiders down here as well. Because the plan here was going to be... yeah, these spiders are pretty fast when they got all their legs in. Build another one of these like little bunker things. Even though we're nearly 2 hours in, we don't really need this bunker. In fact, do we need it all the way back there at all? Could we just put it... because these things are pretty wide. Maybe we could just have it... maybe we could just build an extra... because like this one was extra wide. Maybe we could just build an extra wide one here. and just use this oil. I think that's a better plan. So you guys can come back here. I guess I need the warp spider. Where is the warp spider? Warp spider needs to get me line of sight on this thing so I can actually copy it, because I don't have a blueprint. Oh yeah, the other thing I was going to be doing with the warp spider was going around and deconstructing... Where were those boxes? I'm sure I saw... Was it up here? There was a box in the middle of some trees that I tried to deconstruct and then could not remember where it was. Maybe? Oh yeah, so there's one here and there's also one here. So there are ones that are not in the forest. So I think we go and do that later. But for the moment, we grab this whole thing. We remember that we don't actually have the walls with us, which is a bit of an issue. There's also... Do I build it in the middle here, or do we push it back? And I don't think we worry about those trees at all. Let's wander over here. We'll laser these dudes. Will we laser these dudes? I hope we'll laser these dudes. And wonder about where this thing is going to go. And it will fit, like, here. That, I think, is a pretty good plan. And that will get us cover... Oh, we're going to need to push it back. Maybe we do actually need more of it. Although we shouldn't have to worry about biters coming in from this direction in here, because there's nothing over here. They should all be coming directly in. Although I have done the thing that I didn't really want to do, which was... Yeah, we've put all of this stuff down, but we didn't actually have walls because they gave them all to the build spider. Build spider is also in the place that it doesn't need to be, because it's probably going to be trying to repair walls or not, so that's good. Yeah, we kind of need to go and get... Yay, multitasking. Not those spiders, these spiders. These spiders are taking damage because spitters actually still outrange the warp spiders, which is pretty funny. But we need to jump back through here, quickly grab a couple of walls, jump back through here so we can build the walls, but also we kind of wanted... Let's just let it do a thing. We kind of also wanted to put pump jacks over here. Are we running out of pipes? Cool, that's also a thing that can happen. Oh, we've got one pump jack. That's exciting. Congratulations, you are the singular pump jack, and I guess we're using the last of these as well. That's not a thing that feels good. And then we also need... Where is it? It's inline. Where is the... Is there the beeping I'm concerned about? Nah, it's beeping in the bunkers. It's not beeping either. And it's all just walls. It's fine. Build spider can come over here because we need to kind of repair these in the morning. But it's all pretty fine. Things that we are okay with. And then where is this line of pipes goes through here? Yeah, sure, something like that, except we actually need to go and get the pipes, and none of that is working yet. And where's the teleporter? I put the teleporter over here. Oh, you guys. That's the wrong set of spiders. Yeah, you go over here, and, like, deal with that and repair that. I will realize I still have spiders and things in the build queue, so I'm not even in a position where I can run... Where would be what I wanted? Some of these things, and then also some of this iron. And then, yeah, we wander back over here. Get this back. Build the rest of the bunker that we don't actually have. And then, yeah, this build spider, I guess, is going to repair everything and also get me line of sight on all of this stuff, because these are all still mostly the same template, because I've been, you know, copy and pasting things because it was easier, and then also trying to use cliffs where I could. this way, and we should be able to fit this in like here, but then also not use these cliffs, which is why I turned off my own bots. And then, oh yeah, that's the thing I should have done first, is we kind of wanted some underground pipes. Underground pipes, pretty important to this plan, because we got to get that oil in here. Otherwise, flamethrowers are not going to be doing anything. And I think also we kind of want, yeah, because I'm thinking I kind of want a bit more. I don't know that these, actually it's probably fine. I was worried about biters getting around here, except this cliff means that biters are probably not pathing all the way around here to attack these things. So this might actually be an appropriate amount of stuff. Why don't you have... Oh, because we copied and pasted things. And then all of this is... Yeah, things that are fine. Let's just check and see that... Yeah, so we are... Yeah, I think the last thing we're going to do with this little spot, we don't need that anymore, but we are going to leave a couple of guns here, because the thing I care about most of all, and also a radar, to remind me that this thing is here, because I'm liable to forget as we try to leave this place, is I kind of care about this warp accumulator, even though I'm kind of rich enough to not really, but we are going to kind of worry about whether or not it continues to exist, because I think it should. And yeah, we're taking some damage, it's fine. Warp Spider can come over here. I think in previous instances, I have not even worried about, like, all of these things have just stayed here and we've warped away. And so that was also the reason why I was handcrafting a bunch more, wrong spider. A bunch more flamethrower turrets, because we're leaving, you know, 20 flamethrower turrets on each planet. But also it's fine because we're just taking so much stuff from each planet that it's still massively profit. And so yeah, so now we're kind of safe here, and we want the build spider. Yeah, this is going to be bad. It's not going to be bad. Build spider's not going to take any damage. I was worried about the build spider taking actual damage and then losing a bunch of bots. But yeah, we can swing in here, we can repair the harvesters during the day. The harvesters are still doing harvester stuff, it's fine. Then, yeah, so what are you even doing now? I think one of the things, yeah, so there's the settle button that I haven't done anything with yet, and I don't think I want to settle this place, even though it's, you know, kind of fine. I think we should go back and see whether or not we can build another warp spider and set up another build spider, because multiple build spiders sound like a good idea, and I don't even think I'm not even concerned about it being dangerous yet. Like, I don't even have, this is a, where is the train? The train is actually on its way in. Let's, this train is still, if that train is still full, then I would rather it just sat in a station, so that it didn't, yeah, continue to have stuff up. Sure, let's go for it. I didn't even need to be doing that. And why did you take damage? I guess I crashed into it at some point. So I've got all of these. I've got 4 spiders. So I need 1 more spider. And then yeah, this is fine. These. Yeah, I kind of want to get this build spider out of the way before combat happens again. He said, okay, so I guess the build spider is just going to hang out in the middle of the harvester. Because, yeah, I don't want to lose the bots, basically. And so it looks like we are running down these buffers, which is nice. Oh, a thing I did want, especially if I'm, depending on how much rocket fuel I'm making, is I did want, like, a bit of rocket fuel for my own personal use. So, what do we've got the bots, we've got nearly all the spiders, we've got the 8 of these, we've got artillery turrets, and a silo, and then we need, I thought we had all the, yeah, we've got satellites here. That's 9. I have 1 more satellite than I... Oh no, I limited the box to a weird thing. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I need the Spidertrons, for which I need exoskeletons and armor upgrades and LDS and that pretty understandable amount of stuff, which I should have space to craft. And yeah, one of the other reasons I'm enjoying these bunkers is we're not even seeing... Wait, you're complaining about needing repairs? No? Maybe you were just firing. Yeah, one of the reasons I like... Should I get rid of that coal? I guess it's still buffering? One of the reasons I like having all these bunkers around the place is... Actually, I have no idea where these spiders are. Oh, they're also there. Yeah, it means I'm not ever stressed next to my base. I am stressed in places that are a long way that I kind of don't care about when I am stressed, but we're also not really that stressed yet because we've been pushing a whole lot. It's fine. We were going to make another spider. Did I get the RCUs? Yes. I needed stuff for legs, which is that and blue chips and steel, both of which I should have in large volumes at this point. And then... Can I make a bunch of legs? I can make a bunch of legs. Can I now make... I just need the... Yeah, now we just need the LDS, which also should be a thing we can just handle. No. Let's not have all this rail in my inventory. Why? Oh, because I need to make more portable reactors. That's also a good reason. What don't I... Oh, I still got all this wood. And then ammunition and things that, well, I can't really get rid of because they go into the spider. But is it... It's probably still LDS, isn't it? Yes. So we can have another warp spider, which is exciting business. Can I get this back? Yes. Do I want this back? Actually, no. We want to put a box of this stuff over here and just get rid of all the wood because we don't care. Oh wait, did I also need stone down here? Kind of a bit, yeah. So we need to put stone on... That's actually in the correct place already. If we just put stone on this belt or in the train, but we're not doing it in the train because that train is kind of set up to do other stuff. And then we're going to be kind of lazy and just go kind of meh, meh, meh. Some of those didn't even go in the right place. It's fine. And then red belt? Yeah, let's upgrade. That was not the correct planner. Do this, get some of this power over here in a way that's probably fine. That's not actually connected. Cool, now it is. And yeah, now we can have more stone in here as well. Sure. And then, yeah, so this light oil is going pretty well. I was going to wonder about whether or not... Output full, okay. That probably means that various blue chips are kind of backing up, but in a way that I'm probably still happy about. You need more basic modules, or you need to go through your tier 3 variants. Would I rather have... I don't even know what I'd rather have at this point. Let's... I do need more LDS to be making 3 more of these, because if I'm making the fusion reactors to make the Spidertron, I will also need the fusion reactors to go into the Spidertron. So that's pretty well handled. Oh, do I also have... I'll need to be making the legs as well. So now we've done that. And yeah, I think we're just going to leave some of this generally useful stuff over here. Do we need to move... We've got another 7 rockets worth of science to move downstairs. We didn't actually need to boost low density structure at all. Here's my chest. This could all be spaghetti, it's not, oh well. Do you guys need... You guys don't even really need fuel yet either. And also we don't have... Yeah, we kind of don't have enough space to be... I guess we can kind of move some of this stuff around manually or something, I guess. Things that are probably fine. We can keep stabilizing. Yeah, it's... in a sense, it's pretty chill. Yes, need to... do we have... we have a bit of inventory space now. And these guys, we have the train running, so they're all they can be working pretty easily. So we can just kind of, yeah, make sure that we're always getting more blue chips. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these blue chips. I mean, I think this is the other reason why this bit is temporary of all the bits that it could be, because this is a section that might not continue to exist as long as we... that's the wrong one. Yeah, as long as we need blue chips because we're making a ton of spiders, then this might be worthwhile. If we're not making all of the spiders and all of the module upgrades because we need all of these warp beacons, I don't know that we need this section of stuff over here at all. But also, you know, kind of whatever, we're pretty fine. We can nearly go and set up this other spider. Yeah, these guys are fine. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to do, wasn't it? There was these... I was going to look for other... yeah, there's one here, and there's one here. So let's actually... where are all my spiders at the moment? You're there. Oh, the build spider's still by the... you guys actually need to come down here quickly. Because that looks like it's in a place where... sure. Yeah, it looks like it's in a place where they've somehow got behind all the stuff. Oh well. Let's set up another warp spider. Hey, warp spiders. There's probably still enough plastic downstairs. It's probably fine. On the grid, we want 3 of these, 3 fusion plants, 3 sets of legs, 4 batteries, 4... yeah, destroying the flamethrower turrets is a little bit annoying. I mean, not entirely surprising. Here are the PDLs. So, yeah, so now we've got another build spider set up. Those guys are fine. Where is the build spider? Okay, so the build spider has put all of the walls back, which is fine. And then these guys, I mean, this is also... we're being pretty relaxed about this, but we are getting towards episode length, which means I probably should be thinking about escaping this place, which I have not really done yet. I was going to repair this as well, wasn't I? I guess we do that with this, which is the new... should we have an entirely yellow spider? Sure. And then let's give it a couple of bots. And then it wanted walls, it wanted some repair packs. And then I think these things want like flamethrower turrets and pipes and all that kind of stuff as well. But I think we're going to worry about that maybe somewhat later. Yeah, that was the other thing I wanted to do. Okay, so we do have eyes on Behemoth Snappers. I wanted to look at how these stats compared to Behemoth Biters. So we've got 3,000 health, 90 damage versus 6,000 health, 200 damage, and an area of effect damage. So that's probably... and also some slightly different resistances, but overall, yeah, still pretty fine. Here's the yellow build spider. We can repair all the rest of these walls. So that yeah, so the harvesters also don't have repair packs now, which I like a lot more. I think I did also want to see if I could find... yeah, because I guess we're going to presume, actually, this build spider needs to wander down here just to repair those things. Because we lost some walls. I guess we keep stabilizing. And then the other thing I wanted to do was... am I just sitting right on the platform? I'm just chilling with the warp tentacle. That's going to be the theme. We're going to wander over here. We're going to take I should have done these the other way around. So that at least the yellow team can go with the yellow build spider. And then the green team can go with the green build spider, because I wanted the build spiders to run It was somewhere over here, wasn't it? Yeah, here's one of them. And it was on the other side of this forest, wasn't it? Yeah, over here is the other. So I don't really want the build spiders doing combat, because then... Well, at least I want the build spiders where combat isn't happening, so they can repair things, but not be sending bots into situations where combat is, he said. Yeah, let's... We've already lost a bunch of... What are these guys even doing? How many bots do you have? You still have all of the bots, so that's fine. Yeah, because I don't think the bots are going to keep up with that. But yeah, we're gonna do some... We're going to do some salvaging. We can't deconstruction planner these boxes. So I can't actually use the Spidertrons to pick up the loot chests. That is a thing that has now scuttled all of what those plans were going to be, because I was going to run these guys around and pick up these loot chests. And yeah, that also just doesn't work. So I guess we just come back. Those are the wrong ones. But yeah, these guys are also all coming back, aren't they? But I can probably deconstruction plan... Yes. So I can send one of these warp spiders down here. Because we've definitely got enough oil to just have this thing sit here. Like, I don't even feel stressed yet. But we've now got 8 spiders. This train can just go and do its thing again. We're getting some amount of stone in here, but it's fine. These buffers are full, which is also fine. This train can probably just keep on doing its stuff, and this stuff all disappears downstairs, which is fine. Oh, we do need to put the teleporter back, and me moving the teleporter around is a thing I kind of have to do by myself. Can we? Yeah, we can sneak over there. Yeah, we can't actually put the teleporter anywhere. But we're also in a situation of having done, I mean, flammables is going to be the thing. We are putting flamethrowers around the place now. So this was going to be an episode where we also show off packing everything up and going to a new place and starting in a new place. But I don't even think we're going to be stressed enough to decide to do that. We're still just manufacturing more stuff. I guess I can manufacture a couple more spiders, but I kind of want to get all this oil back. My bots are going to go and repair a bunch of things. That's where that goes. Yeah, not even really worried about this. It's been a pretty chill episode. Oh, I don't have walls, so maybe I should have walls. How many walls have 350 health? So these Behemoth Spitters are 2-shotting walls, which is pretty nice for them, I guess. That's going to be a nice thing. So maybe we should actually stage a getting out of here and going to a new place thing. Didn't even need to worry about those. I don't think I did. Yeah, so let's take the teleporter, and then... Yeah, we're kind of going to hang around here until... Well, it's nighttime now, so I guess we get the build spiders. Where are the build spiders? Where are all my spiders? So, oh, so we already had... Yeah, so that spider was in position there to salvage some of that thing. This build spider, I was trying to pick things up, but it wasn't going to work, because we can't deconstruction planner these loot chests, never mind. These spiders, those are the wrong spiders. These spiders, multitasking. Yeah, so we need to get all the spiders back. There's some of these, yeah, we can pick up all of the mining stuff. We didn't even need the mining stuff on those anyway. It's mostly about, yeah, and then we've got quite a lot of stuff to... Oh, we took away the teleporter. That was silly. The entire reason we were still here was to be emptying these tanks. Because we probably... Yeah, I mean, we're getting some of it, but whatever. And you've still got everything you need. We're still getting all of that stuff. That's all pretty fine. yeah, where are the combat spiders? Combat spiders are here. Yeah, combat spiders will get repaired when other stuff happens. That's daytime? Yes, so I think we want to take this back, and then we want to take all of this stuff. And the flamethrowers, we can also just leave most of them here as a defensive thing. It's fine. But then, if we're packing all of this up, this is what we need to multitask, because we've got to give bots all these jobs. In fact, I don't even care about all these walls. We can just go and give them more walls, because we've got a lot of walls. Yeah, I kind of need to get back to the platform as well. Build Spider can grab some of this stuff, I guess. You are the red build spider? You're not, that's also the combat spider. You're not that spider either. Cool, cool. I mean, probably I should just automate these things and not even worry about it. But yeah, come back. Oh, we've got to get these trains back. Yeah, so this is a thing that I should have set up with... and then these two are never going to exist again. Yeah, so I should be recovering... Actually, I can get one of these? Oh wait, was the other build spider... I mean, the thing is, we've also already packed up one of the harvesters, so... That's kind of a bad time to be trying to have a harvester defend itself when we've taken away some of the defenses. So we should really be trying to get out of here pretty quickly. But also, the things we definitely want this warp spider. Why, you know... Yeah, I guess there's just, yeah, just lots of bots and jobs and things. Yeah, let's take some of these guys back. And then, you are this spider? Yes. You're doing some repairs, but that's nice. Come and help me decompose all of these things. Because, yeah, that bunker can stay. This bunker can also, you know, whatever stay. Harvesters are ready to warp away. I guess we're going to another uncharted planet? Sure. Those guys are getting attacked, which is slightly annoying, and then, yeah. Get both of the... Yeah, multitasking, it's cool. Because we still kind of want to get away and get everything unpacked. Get everything packed up again. Somewhere I've got a deletion planner that doesn't take wooden boxes, which is important. Because it means we can roll up to this station over here. Like, I don't even care about the rail, but we can deconstruct everything other than wooden boxes and grab even the walls, but leave all the wooden boxes with all the materials we don't care about that would take ages for bots to unpack anyway, and then we can just run away. So that's going to be mostly the plan for this as well. Did we get both of these build spiders down here? Those are the combat spiders. That was silly. Good job with the multitasking. Because we kind of want to do the same thing here. Deconstruction planner. Deconstruction planner, but not the trees. We would rather not deconstruct trees. So in theory, if I was better at this multitasking, this would let us do a better job of recovering all of... I mean, we don't even really care about the rail. Yeah, and we've kind of got to get away before it's nighttime again. That bunker is dying. It's fine. Warp spiders can just kind of... Oh, you can go over here. You can go over here, and then... We're going to pick up some of that rail. It's fine. Everything else is on the platform enough, right? So we've got... Two groups of combat spiders. Yep. We've got 2 warp spiders. We've got me. I am not on the platform. I should be on the platform. Let's initiate the warp now. Okay, I've just noticed we've got a lot of landmines. So we're going to see if we can also have bots get the... Oh, we've got all these as well. That's a bit of an issue. 16 seconds left. I'm sure we can grab some of these lasers, right? it's probably fine. So we lost a bit of stuff. We're going to lose a bit of stuff. And we're going to lose some rail. We are on a uranium planet, which is somewhat disappointing. But, I mean, we've also got the harvesters fully set up with all that stuff again. We've got a bunch of oil. We've got this stuff that we can move around. And, like, to be honest, at this point, I don't even think that I need to be worried about exactly what resources I have. Because I don't even... Like, I've now got to figure out what we want to do for the end state of this game, because we can just, yeah, these warp spiders can go push this base super easy because they're just small. We've got all the resources we want. This coal isn't even going downstairs. We've got a spider army. Yeah, it's interesting. We've got the settle button, which indicates that we never really go home, so we've got to figure out how that interacts with the lore of where we thought we were going. There's also this novice button, as well as homeworld, which probably goes to the place or maybe I go to my settlement. Anyway, I think that's what we're going to be fiddling around with next time, because we've got enough... Yeah, we've now built this spider army. I think I want one more spider in each of these combat wings. And also, yeah, we've got to redo the spider following, because the spider following falls off when we go between worlds. But yeah, that's pretty much where we are now. We've done basically all the text we want. We've built this kind of spider army. We've put a bunch of... These spiders now have, yeah, the other build spider have... enough to be putting mining outposts around the place. So figuring out, because these guys have also got decent size like inventories, figuring out how we want to use these is also going to be a decent deal. And yeah, it's pretty fine. We're having a good time in space with this three-dimensional cross-section of strange space concrete tentacle guy. We've got, yeah, all the power we need. We've got a bunch of module upgrades. We've got labs still going. Is this all unblocked now? Yes, more or less. And we've got more copper than we need over here, but that's fine because we've also got this. And yeah, generally pretty good. I think we are at the point of this run only really having an episode or two left, because, like, what else are we gonna do? We don't even need... Actually, the thing I did want to do quickly is look at, over the last hour, has our rocket fuel kicked up significantly? For a point, yes, and then kind of not. But over 10 hours, yeah, we've kind of increased that in a nice way, so fine. And then, what kind of space science rate are we doing? We're doing... Also, this would be when we put the other beacon in, or when we put the I didn't say last warp beacon. I don't plan on putting any more warp beacons in it. We're now doing, you know, 80 science a minute is fine. Things pretty good. Like, what even are the goals of an engineer who's trying to get home when they in fact spend all their time building a spider army instead of actually settling a world or returning to Novice? It's odd. It's probably fine.